if you remember our 10 points program, one of the points was saying that for Uganda, for NRM, we are going to use the strategy of mixed economy. We may have some parastatals, but the main economy will be in private hands. So we moved from those mistakes of Obote, Amin, and we gave the economy to the population. And that's why it is growing, in spite of all the problems. So this was strategy number one. Philosophy. If we had made countries which have made a mistake on that have had problems. There are so many of them, I don't want to talk about them. Even Uganda here had the same problems. What do you look for in the kitchen? I'm already a very big man if they say you are Minister of State for Northern Uganda. My job is to check the road which was supposed to be done by the Minister of Works. Has it been done? The schools, have they been done? I'm just a political overseer and a mobilizer. That's my job, but not a waitress to kugabula. They like kugabula. Bro, yichim kugabula. That area is lagging behind. You go and see what we gave them through the ministries has actually arrived. So your office is a small one, just to monitor from the area, to reside there, and you monitor. You are like a type of big RDC, big. We could call you PC, we could call you provincial commissioner. So that's your job.
The current procurement system, Your Excellency, is riddled with the several avenues for corruption, which makes government lose huge sums of money, well knowing that most of our work is done through procurement. And the PSs are recommending that time has come to have a lean and more functional procurement system so that we can be able to save money, government money, but also do work efficiently. The second issue is concerning the direct supervision of government agencies, parastatals and authorities by ministers without involvement of the PSs. Your Excellency, the laws creating most of the government agencies were made in such a way that these agencies are supervised directly by the line ministers, who are also responsible for the appointment of the board members. This arrangement makes it difficult for PSs to supervise the chief executive officers of these agencies because they tend to pay allegiance to the ministers and they just go beyond, ahead of the PSs. Some ministers of state feel that their senior ministers are usurping their roles and responsibilities, even despite your guidance in Chankwanzi. So the recommendation, Your Excellency, is that these should be handled case by case by you meeting the affected ministers and ministers of state to resolve these wrangles.
The more it is decentralized, the more corruption is decentralized. Because what has been happening is these small PDUs, the procurement units, this lineup of the different individuals contribute to a lot of corruption in government. And when you replicate these units in government, in the ministries, in local government, the whole thing becomes too huge for government to manage. So we thought that if we could, maybe we can even go back to the central purchasing.
Tender board.
Or tender board for that matter, to do the procurement. Or if you are to localize it to, like the ministries, we are thinking that instead of having those PDUs, which have so many people who are very corrupt, that we'd rather maybe hand it over to the PS so that the PS handles it with a few undersecretaries and maybe accountant, and we stop there instead of spreading corruption to so many people, which government cannot manage to control.
Stop interfering with the work of permanent secretaries and other technical officers, of supervising the CEOs as they do on other staff. In the fourth issue, there has been a continued animosity between some ministers to the retired permanent secretaries. Most of the retired, I think PSs have been exemplary, because if they were corrupt, they wouldn't be image of the public service. The PSs are recommending Your Excellence that
They get it every after end of contract, but this is something that somebody eats as
include the head of public service and the deputy. They are also like us in the same category.
Your Excellency, when you become a PS, you are required to retire.
Really?
Yes.
An officer at the level of a PS. So the recommendation, Your Excellency, is to request you, errant heads of mission, who feel that they are untouchable, now involved in implementation of projects, which is making it.
You must serve 21 years. So those who are enhanced, they have not all this. Reform, I don't know what. Actually, we enhanced you to work. We didn't enhance you to run away.
That you are offering to the country and the region, and the PS's wish.
Yes.
Thank you so much.